Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the Black Manga Critic. We are back. Work was pretty exhausting, but I like what I do, so I can't really complain. I also get to do this, so I can't really complain. Life is good, I think. All right, so it's the Black Manga Critic. We are back. We're doing another stream. This is one of my most, for me, anticipated streams. It is the One Piece read through, whatever you want to call it. I am super excited to do it. It's been a long time coming for me to reread One Piece, just because now I'm sort of part of this anime manga community. There are a lot of these One Piece YouTubers who very much so distinguish themselves as One Piece YouTubers, who are just brilliant. You know what I mean? Like, they have all these theories, all these ideas, stuff like that. And I think I have some of that stuff too, but I think it's really important that you, at the very least, reread a manga that's this long, just because it's really difficult to sort of remember everything unless you're sort of constantly in it, right? Unless you're constantly reading it, rereading it, doing all those things, right? This is just anything that you close read or, try to come up with theories about and stuff like that. So basically, I am going to use this omnibus edition, the One Piece omnibus edition, right? It's like it's a mirror image, I think, unless Google flips it. I think Google flips the image. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, Google flips the image, so that's good, right? So I'm super hyped about it. I'm gonna be using this just because I'm trying to sort of do this approach where, I don't use scanlations, stuff like that, because if I'm using scanlations, it means that, I'm sort of in some ways taking money, right, from creators, from manga, things of that nature, right? So, and I don't want to take money away from manga. I love manga. And the assistants and draws and all those things. So we're gonna get into it. We're basically gonna read as many chapters as we possibly can within an hour and a half. That's my goal. Maybe less, maybe like an hour and like 15 minutes or something like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this omnibus. I'm gonna be reading through it. It'll be a little bit easier in some ways because I'm very much so used to just reading like books as opposed to like reading things on a computer. I am used to reading manga on a computer, but I think in some ways, like, I have a better time rereading One Piece in the manga form, just because I think there's a lot of things that you don't really get unless you're sort of like using the Viz Media version. A lot of scanlators don't necessarily like to include like letters from the manga and stuff like that Viz Media and Weekly Shonen Jump include. So let's get it started. We're gonna start with, of course, again, the East Blue first omnibus edition, which encompasses volumes 1, 2, and 3. And I'm just going to get through as much as I possibly can. Or what I will do is I'll see like how many chapters, make sense in terms of where we are in terms of arcs and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is look in the chat real quick just to see who's here, because this is a live stream. If you're watching this and you are not like in a live stream or anything like that, then just sort of bear with us, right? Because, people like to talk to people. So yeah. All right, so there are 3 watching, but there aren't a lot of people here, which is weird. Which is a little weird. I don't know. That's just me. But let's just get into it then. Let's get into it. We don't have any comments yet, but let's get into it. All right. So the beginning, you have Ichigo Oda, right? He's got his sort of like letter, right? You can see a little bit of that, and he's sort of wearing a mask. It's really funny. Stuff like that is like, interesting. I guess he was wearing that at a party or something like that. But okay. So there's a little bit of information, but let's see. Right, so we got it. Shonen Jump Manga, Volume 1, Romance Dawn, story and art by Ichigo Oda. Okay, so let's get into it. Gold Roger, the king of the pirates, had achieved it all. Wealth, fame, and power had all been his. Not surprisingly, the final words he spoke before they lopped off his head inspired adventurers throughout the world to sail the seas. It always makes me laugh, and it's just like they lopped off his head. Like you just kind of like, morbidly picture his head rolling off like the scaffold after it's like been chopped off. It's creepy, I know, but stuff like that. Like the writing's like interesting. My treasure, why, it's right where I left it. It's yours if you can find it, but you'll have to search the whole world. That's wild, man. That's just like a really great way to sort of start any kind of like adventure story, whether it's a manga, book, stuff like that, just to kind of, say like, hey, like you're gonna have to like go all over the world, and this world is going to be expansive, and you really have to sort of travel and traverse it. I really love that. I love fantasy. I love sort of epic tale stuff like that. And I feel like this is very much sort of like an epic tale. In a fantasy in the sort of veins of like the Tolkiens and the other fantasy writers, the C.S. Lewis's, the Ursula Le Guin's, right? All those writers who are like really doing really cool stuff with fantasy and fantastic worlds and stuff. The world is about to witness a great era of piracy. It begins a small harbor village 1 year ago. A pirate ship made the village its base. The wind blows from the east. Hey, Luffy, what are you up to now? And the village is at peace. I've had it with you guys. Now you have to take me seriously. Villager boy, Monkey D. Luffy. I was he's just like this little like kid, you know, like it's just really funny because I remember the first time I sort of read this, like, the first time I got introduced to One Piece, I watched the anime. So the anime and and a lot of like the anime and the manga are like the order is a little different. So you don't really get into like this until maybe like the 4th episode of One Piece or something like that. And then and this is just kind of comes right out the bat. So I think that's why I love the manga version a bit better, because you really get this. You can kind of identify with Luffy. You get to know more about him from the get-go. You don't have to wait a few episodes. But that's just me. That's my personal preference. I've had it with you guys. Now you have to take me seriously. Villager boy, Monkey D. Luffy. This is how tough I am. Ha ha ha. Get it over with. Whatever it is. What's that pup up to now? And then he stabs himself in the face. Oh my goodness. Like stuff like that. When you see that, you're like, oh, okay, this manga going places. You know what I mean? Like in a weekly show on Jump title at the very least. For that to happen like right off the bat. Huh? Ugh, you idiot. What did you do that for? Yeah. Good times. A toast to Luffy's courage and to our great voyage. Har 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 har. Drink up. Grog grog grog. More grog. Hey, that's my meat. Not anymore. I'm gonna eat it. Hey, stop fighting. You'll spoil our fun. It didn't hurt a bit. Liar. That was the foolish thing to do. As he's crying, he's saying I didn't hurt a bit as he's crying. I love that. Very classic One Piece. I'm not the least bit afraid of getting hurt. Take me with you on your next voyage. I want to be a pirate too. You? A pirate? Impossible. Luffy, do you know why we call you Anchor? Because you can't swim. You just sink. What good is a pirate who can't swim? I remember the first time I read that line, and made me like I laughed. I don't know why I laughed so hard, but I thought it was like one of the funniest things like that I read. Like honestly. But if I don't fall overboard, then it doesn't matter if I'm an anchor. And I'm a strong fighter. It's almost right. It's almost like a foreshadowing of right. It's a foreshadowing of like almost there, right? Where Luffy's sort of like, hey, if I just stay on land, I won't sink. I don't need to know how to swim, right? And Luffy never learns how to swim. You know what I mean? It's like he eats a devil fruit and he's kind of screwed. Like he kind of can't learn how to swim in some ways. But I love that it's a foreshadowing of like what's sort of coming. You know, him eating the devil fruit, but also him not being able to swim, but sort of compensating for that inability with like him being a strong fighter. I've been training. My punch is as powerful as a pistol. And of course, another foreshadowing. All this just foreshadows like from the jump. You know what I mean? From the jump. A pistol, eh? Is that so? Are you doubting me? Calm down, Luffy. Let's just have a good time. Yeah, pirates always have a good time. The sea is vast and there's lots of islands to explore. And best of all, pirates have freedom. And then Luffy's like, wow. You guys, stop filling his head with crazy ideas. But it's true, right? Come on, Captain. Let's just take the lad. Let's take the lad with us just this once. Aye, yeah. Okay, but one of you will have to stay behind. Sorry, laddie, you just been bleached. Let's drink. They're like, nah, we're good. Hey, thought you guys were on my side. You're just too young, kid. Maybe in 10 years, I'll give you a chance. Captain Shanks, I'm telling you, I'm not a little kid. Don't get upset. Now here, have some milk. Oh boy, thanks. It's still funny. See, real pirate would never drink milk. That was a dirty trick. It's still fun. I don't know, yo. Like that's when you know something is like particularly funny, when like you can read the jokes over and over and it still makes you laugh like super hard. I'm getting tired of this. I even stabbed myself in the face so you take me with you. Like, who does that? Like, why would that convince someone that you're like capable of like defending yourself when you hurt yourself? You know what I mean? Like something like that. Like Luffy's a funny dude. Luffy, the captain's just doing what's best for everyone. How do you figure, Mr. First Mate? Right? And like they say that like from the jump that like this guy, we're pretty sure this is Ben Beckman, right? Because he looks exactly like Ben Beckman in the future. But we're pretty sure. So now so we know he's the first mate, right? The safety of the entire crew and ship rests on his shoulders. Being a pirate isn't all fun and games, you know. There's lots of duties like pillaging, hostage taking, heavy drinking, and swimming. And the captain knows all about the dangers of the sea too. It can kill you in 1,000 ways. It's not that he wants to crush your dream of becoming a pirate. Well, I don't believe it. Shanks just likes to make me look dumb. Hey, Anchor, and he's just like chuckling under his mouth. Hey, Anchor, I told you. Captain Shanks, I'm glad to see you and your crew are enjoying yourselves. Oh boy, I just love making fun of this kid. Maybe the lad's got a point. Makino, proprietor of the tavern. Luffy, would you like something to eat? Yeah, just put it on my treasure tab. Treasure tab? Look, boy, don't try to swindle the lady. I'm going to become a pirate, find lots of treasure, and then I'll come back and pay her. Ha ha ha. We'll celebrate together when you return. All right, so moving on. Shanks, yeah, kid? How much longer will you stay at this village? Let's see. We've been using this village as our base for about a year. After 2 or 3 more voyages, we'll leave here for good and head north. I see. 2 or 3 more trips, eh? I'm going to learn how to swim by the time you leave. That's good, kid. Do whatever you want. And somebody just comes right in, barging, you know, one of them bandits. Make way for the scourge of the mountains. Hehe. So you call yourselves pirates, eh? First time I've seen pirates. You look like a sorry lot to me. And they all look at him like, bruh, you better back up. You better back up, bruh. And Luffy's just like, what? As he's eating the devil fruit. And it's so subtle, right? It's just like a random panel, and like you might not even notice that it's a devil fruit unless you're like me and you're rereading it, you know. And then Shanks is looking at this guy's hand like, whoa, right? It's like it's a very like it's just like a personal space thing, right? Like this bandit like puts his hand right next to Shanks on the bar as he's eating. It's like a dude like personal space. You know what I mean? Like, come on, like we need at least, you know, what 2 or 3 feet, you know, like at least 2 feet, 2 or 3, 2.5 feet, like of distance when you're talking with somebody. That's just me. But I don't know about y'all. We're mountain bandits. Oh, don't wet yourselves. We're not here to bust up the place. Just sell us 10 barrels of grog, and we'll injure only the bare minimum. Oh, what a jack! What a scumbag. Huguma the bear, leader of the mountain bandits. I'm sorry, we just ran out of liquor. That's strange. What are all these pirates drinking? Fruit juice? It's true. I just served the last of it. I feel kind of guilty. I guess we drank up all the liquor. Sorry about that. Why don't you have this? It's still unopened. Huh? And then he just smashes the bottle like just a scumbag, man. Makuno's like, whoa. The bandits are like, hey. Shanks' crew is just like, whatever. And Luffy's like, still eating the devil fruit. What do you take me for? You can't make a fool out of me. What good is 1 bottle of grog? Oh my, what a mess. Look at this. My head's worth 8 million betties. I'm a wanted man. I've killed 56 people, mostly fools like you. Watch yourself if you're fond of breathing. If you're smart, you'll sail away from here so I never see you again. Shanks starts picking up the mess. Sorry about this mess, Makino. Give me a rag and I'll clean up. Don't worry about it. This guy takes out his sword and just smashes everything on the bar. Oh my goodness. So you like to clean? That ought to keep you busy for a while. Farewell, cowards. No grog? That's an outrage. Let's go to another village. Captain, are you okay? Are you hurt? Phew. Ha 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 ha, Captain. Hey, got you good. Ha 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 ha. You think it's funny? Huh? He made you look like a weakling. Why didn't you fight him? Sure, they outnumbered you, and they look pretty tough, but what kind of man lets himself be treated like that and then laughs about it? You're a disgrace to all pirates. I mean, even the first time I read that, I was like, man, Luffy, you gotta chill. You gotta chill, Luffy. And then Shanks is like, what's up with this kid? When you grow up, maybe you'll understand, kid. He just got some grog on me, that's all. Needless killing doesn't make you a man. Hey, where you going? To go find a real role model. And that's what's funny about it, right? Like Shanks just like casually says, like, needless killing doesn't make you a man. Like, and that's when you know, like these pirates don't play around. You know what I mean? He could have just said like, hey, we didn't need to get into a fight or anything like that. But he was like, needless killing is not something I'm trying to do. Maybe I'll kill someone that needs to be killed because I'm a killer, but I'm not gonna kill like these like cornballs. And so Luffy's walking away, and thus the stretching begins. Hey, what? His arm stretching. Does this mean did he? He couldn't have. What's wrong with me? Luffy's freaking out. It's not here, huh? The gum fruit we took from that enemy ship. Luffy, you didn't eat that fruit, did you? Yeah, ate it for dessert. It didn't taste all that great, though. That was the gum fruit, the fruit of the devil. It's one of the secret treasures of the sea. Huh? If you eat it, your entire body becomes like rubber, and you will never be able to swim for the rest of your life. Bah! You idiot! Luffy walks away. Fishmonger. Okay, so like a fish shop. Smirk. Hey, Mr. Fishmonger. Give me some fish. Hey, Rubber Boy, why are you in such a good mood lately? The pirates set sail without you today, and you won't be able to swim for the rest of your life. It doesn't matter. If I sink like an anchor, then I'll just be a pirate that never falls overboard. I'm glad I ate the gum devil fruit. Look at what I can do. You think being gawked at because you're a freak is a great thing, eh? Well, this village doesn't need any more idiots, Sonny. Good morning, Mr. Mayor. For the last time, Luffy, I won't allow you to become a pirate. It'd make the village look bad. Now, the captain's not such a bad fellow, but you stay away from those pirates. And Luffy's like, ugh. The pirates have been out at sea for a long time. Do you miss them, Luffy? After the way those mountain bandits humiliated them? Not at all. I really misjudged those guys. I thought they were brave and tough, but they're really just a bunch of wimps. Are you sure about that? Maybe sometimes it takes more courage not to fight. And like this is the thing that really sort of amazes me. At this point, Makino really understands that like Shanks' stature, right? There's no way that Makino doesn't know that like Shanks is one of the four Yonko, right? There's no way. So it's really, really like interesting to me to see Makino just really chill. Like, oh, this is a Yonko, but it's cool, it's cool. It ain't no thing, it ain't no thing. Like that's really, really fascinating to me because I know a ton of people that probably like Shanks. Makino's just like, it's whatever. Even the mayor's like, it's whatever. You just wouldn't understand, Makino. A real man has to stand up for himself, no matter what. Is that right? I guess I don't understand. That's right, you don't. Make way for the terror of the Highlands. I love Makino. Makino's just like, yeah, you need to get out of that machismo like phase as soon as possible, because that'll get you killed or beat up or whatever. What? No pirates today, eh? Smells better. We were in the area, so we stopped by, and the mountain bandits are back. What are you waiting for? We're customers. Serve us drinks. Mayor, we've got a problem. What's wrong, Makino? It's Luffy and the mountain bandits. You've got a strange body, boy. Our punches and kicks aren't hurting you at all. Hey, we gotta go help Luffy. Excuse me. Are you crazy? Those mountain bandits would kill us. Besides, Luffy's the one that started the fight. Look at this guy. This guy's, man, he's just even worse than the mountain bandits. You know what I mean? Just like, ugh. That's for the mountain bandits, they're like scum. But these guys are just, villagers who just have zero, like who just don't care about saving Luffy. Or not that they don't care, but like they're so scared, like to put their lives on the line for a boy of the village. That's like it's just sad. Darn you! You better take it back, you jerk. There sure are some weird creatures in the world, eh, Rubber Boy? So he tossed him, boing boing. Oof! Darn you! I've discovered a new life form. I'll make you so sorry for this. Maybe I'll sell you to a freak show. I bet they'll pay good money for you. Luffy's still attacking. He's trying. You stubborn little rat. Boom. And then he stomped. I think he stomped on his face. Yeah. I was just drinking and talking to my men. I didn't say anything to offend you. Yes, you did. You better apologize. Curse that, Luffy. Why do you have to pick a fight with those guys? Move your foot, you stinking mountain ape. Let the boy go. Yeah, the mayor. Yeah. Please. I don't know what Luffy did, and I have no intention of fighting you people. But if it's money you want, you'll get it. Just don't hurt the boy. Mayor, nice try, old man. You know how the world works. But I'm afraid it's too late. No one can save this brat now. He's done the unpardonable. He attacked me. And he called me names. Yo, this guy's so sensitive. Oh my goodness. Right? And like the bad way, right? And I said, and I don't mean like, I don't think people like, that's not to say like condone bullying or anything like that, but it's just like this guy, like he's a scumbag. You know, so if you call him names, like I don't care. I can't take that from his this little rubber spine freak. You started this, bandit. You mountain macaw. I guess. That does it. I'm not gonna sell you. I'm gonna kill you. Luffy, please forgive him. Please forgive him. Nobody came to greet us at the harbor. I was wondering what was going on. Shanks comes in just like super cool Shanks. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you mountain bandits again. Captain Shanks. Luffy, I thought your punch was as powerful as a pistol. Not now, Captain. You pirates are still here, taking a break from your cleaning duties? I don't know what you want, but you better back off before you get hurt. Come any closer and we'll have to kill you, cowards. Didn't you hear him? Don't come any closer, or I'll blow your head off. Ha 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 ha. You're putting your life on the line by pointing that at me. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm saying it's not safe to point guns. Boom! Still cool. I remember like the first time I saw it in the anime, they had edited it out. So there wasn't like any blood or anything like that. But it was still super cool. It was just like, whoa, like these guys are no joke. Like clearly this guy's dead. Like even if you don't see blood, you have to know like, oh, this guy just got shot like in the head. He's dead. And then here you see like the blood and everything go through his head and everything. Like, I mean, this guy is done. Lucky Roo, my boy. What? Now you've gone and done it. What have you done? That wasn't fair. Fair? Stop whining, landlubbers. You're not dealing with saints here. We're pirates, and we don't play by the rules. This was none of your business. Listen up. You can pour drinks on me. You can throw food at me. You can even spit on me. I'll just laugh that stuff off. But good reason or not, nobody hurts a friend of mine. Shanks just looking super cool with the scratch mark on over his eye. You know what scratch mark I'm talking about. Friend? Luffy's like, friend? Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Nice speech. Very intimidating. You pirates spend your time floating around in your little ships, and you think you can stand up to mountain bandits? Don't make me laugh. Kill them. Ah. Die. Captain, I'll take care of this. Ben Beckman smoking a cigarette. Super cool. Oh, he burnt this. What's the word? He extinguished a cigarette in the guy's face. Yeah. Next. Yeah. And then he just starts whacking his sort of shotgun all over the place. Or maybe that's like an old school rifle or something, I guess. That's what I'm thinking. Because I don't even think they have like a shotgun in the One Piece world. It's not like a sort of conventional shotgun. If you want to fight us, you better you were saying something about mountain bandits and pirates? If you want to fight us, you better bring a battleship. Wow, he's strong. Wow. But the brat started it. Doesn't matter. There's a price on your head, isn't there? Ooh. Smoke bomb. Come here, kid. Hey, let go. Luffy. Oh no, I let him escape. We gotta save Luffy. Calm down, Captain. We'll all go out and look for him. We'll find him. Captain. Ha 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 ha. What a brilliant escape. And nobody would ever expect a mountain bandit to hide out at sea. I brought you along as a hostage, but I no longer have a use for you. I've already killed 56 people who were foolish enough to make me mad. What's one more? You die. Goodbye. And then he kicks him into the water. Jerk. Brat. That guy is scum. And I didn't even get one punch in. Darn it. Ha 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 ha. Did you see the look on those pirates' faces? I broke a bottle over his head, and not one word of protest. How pathetic. Ha 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 ha. I wanted to kill him. Cowards like that make me sick. The pirates are all talk. Take that back, huh? Take back what you said about Shanks. And we're in the flashback right now in the first chapter. He's not a coward. Luffy, stop. Stop talking bad about Shanks. So something's splash, splash. Luffy's trying to swim, but he obviously can't swim. Huh? There's a sea king. What the? Ah! So that guy's gone. He's been eaten, right? Along with the boat. Then the sea king looks at Luffy. Luffy's like, ah! Somebody help me! Sea king comes. Phew. Shanks saves him. Shanks! Sea king misses. Well, not everyone. The mountain bandit, the bear guy, he's dead. Get out of here. Ooh, Sea King looks at him and was like, ooh. Luffy's like, oh. Shanks continues to look at him with a stare, and the Sea King's like, I'm out of here. Luffy, I'm sorry. Makino told me what happened. You stood up for me. Hey, stop crying. You're a tough guy, remember? But Shanks, what about your arm? Oh man, that's still tough to look at. I still want to know what is that? Like, what's that about? Maybe Oda will explain it. I hope he doesn't give like some ridiculous explanation. I would hope it's something like, Shanks did that for a reason and not like, oh, Shanks let his guard down or something, or the time was an issue or something like that. No, I want to know that at some point. By the time One Piece is finished, or when One Piece finishes, I want to know why did Shanks let his arm get taken? It's a small price to pay, just an arm. I'm just glad you're okay. Luffy understood why Shanks wouldn't take him out to sea. The dangers of the sea were too great. But most of all, Luffy realized what a great man Shanks was. He vowed to be just like him one day. So you won't be coming back to this village after this voyage? That's right. We've been using this harbor as a base of operations for a long time. Maybe too long. Are you sad? Yeah, I'm sad. But I won't ask you to take me with you. I've decided to become a pirate on my own. It wouldn't do you any good. You're still too little. There's no way you could become a pirate. Oh, yes, I will. One day I'll have a ship and crew better than yours. And we'll have the biggest hoard of treasure in the world. I'm going to be king of the pirates. You're going to be better than us, huh? Well then, do me a favor. Keep this hat safe for me. This hat means a lot to me. Promise that you'll give it back to me someday, when you've become a great pirate. That kid's gonna make something of himself. Yeah, he acts just like I did when I was a kid. And even that, right? Like, even those are like little subtle things like that you have to remember. Like this connection between Shanks and Luffy, and how Shanks sees himself in Luffy, and how Roger probably saw himself in Shanks. Like, there's all like, I really like that, right? But the similarities, certain things, I really love that. Weigh the anchor, raise the sails. We're off with the tide. Luffy's adventure begins 10 years later from this very same spot. Ta-da! 10 years later. Well, he's finally setting out, eh, Mayor? I'll miss that rascal. But if he does become a pirate, he'll bring shame to the village. I never thought he'd really do it. New seagulls flying. Wow, it's a good day to set out to sea. The Sea King is back. Guy who took Shanks' arm. Get out of here. Our local sea monster. Sorry I have to do this. But here's an attack I've been perfecting since the last time we met. Sea King comes at him. Gomu Gomu, no. I just say Gomu Gomu because like I'm used to saying Gomu Gomu. It says Gum Gum, but I'm not gonna say Gum Gum because I'm not gonna say Gum Gum. Pistol! So he hits him, and it's just a beautiful spread panel. Splash panel, whatever you want to call it. But it's really, really well done. It's just really, really great. Really, really great artwork, depth, facial recognition, all that stuff. All that is really, really, really well done. Hit the Sea King. His arm shot back. That's what you get, you darn fish. Just knocked him out. First things first, I've got to get a crew. I think about 10 men should do. And I'll need a pirate flag. Look out, world. Here I come. I'm going to become the king of the pirates, as he says it again 10 years later. Luffy's tiny boat floats on, his crew yet to be found. Luffy's great voyage of destiny has begun. And that's the end of chapter 1. I mean, it's a long chapter. Like, it's a long chapter. But, I mean, you expect that, right? You expect that with the first chapter of manga to come out because they have to be long. They're coming out. You need to know if they're going to be popular and things like that. So you put out as much content as possible within that first chapter. Then yeah, so we're gonna move on. It's 6:11. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna move on to volume 2, which is chapter 2. What I want to do is, like I said, I'm gonna read till 7, and then I'm pretty much gonna end it there. I don't want it because I don't want these streams to be too long. I think once I get past like a few chapters, this is gonna go faster because that chapter was just particularly long. So I think that that kind of had to happen. But once we get from chapter 2 and onward, I think this will go a lot more quickly. Okay. Wow, what a great day. This is no ordinary boy. In a rowboat, this is a boy with a dream challenging the vast, treacherous seas in a tiny dinghy, searching for extraordinary men for his pirate crew. The weather's so nice, and this is Monkey D. Luffy. Who'd have thought this voyage would end in disaster so soon? Chapter 2. They call him Straw Hat Luffy. And then you got like Shanks' crew. You have pirate captain, red-haired Shanks. Luffy as a boy, and the first mate. Notice how they don't label everyone, right? They don't give Lucky Roo a name. They don't label Ben Beckman as the first mate. They just kind of give you the information that's been given in the first chapter. Hard to believe that I'm getting sucked into this giant whirlpool. Yo, Luffy's too much. Maybe I was a little careless. I could use some help, but there's nobody around. Oh well, can't be helped. Down I go. Too bad I can't swim too. What was I thinking? In a giant whirlpool, it doesn't really make a difference if I can swim or not. I'd drown even if I could swim. Like, this logic is so funny. It just makes you laugh. So he drowned, I guess, or something happened. He's in the whirlpool, and chapter 2 is entitled, They Call Him Straw Hat Luffy. Call him Straw Hat Luffy. An uncharted island. Why is there dust on my bulwark? 1,000 pardons, Lady Alvida. I thought I cleaned every inch of this ship. I cleaned everything all over again. Please. Please what? Please not the iron mace. I don't want to die. Kobe, who is the fairest throughout all the seas? Why, you are, Lady Alvida. No one compares to you. Correct, which is why I will not tolerate anything dirty. The ship I sail in must be as clean and beautiful as I am. Understand? Remember, Kobe, were it not for your vast knowledge of the seas, I would feed you to the sharks. But don't push your luck. Yes, that's very kind of you. Other than that, you're worthless. Here, shine my shoes. Yes, Lady Alvida, right away. And she's just stepping on his head. It always makes you so mad when I see that. I don't want to see even one speck of dust on the ship. Aye, aye. The lady pirate, Iron Mace Alvida, and y'all know what Alvida looks like. You know, badass. Takes no guff, nothing. Doesn't take nothing. Hehe. Sorry, if you got time to grovel, then you've got time to scrub the toilet. Hehe. Yes, milady, right away. Right away. What's that, Kobe? Did a barrel of rum wash up on the beach? Yeah, and it's not empty. I wasn't sure what to do with it. Well, I know what to do with it. Let's drink it all up. But if the captain finds out, she'll have our heads. She'll never find out. We're the only ones here. Just Kobe and the three of us know about this. I guess you're right. And you ain't seen nothing, right, Kobe? Right? I ain't seen nothing. Hehehe. Please don't hit me. Poor Kobe. And then Luffy bursts out of the barrel. What the devil? That was a great nap. Looks like I survived somehow. I got so dizzy I thought I was gonna barf. Huh? Who are you guys? Who the heck are you? What were you doing in there? Back to work, you scurvy dogs. Alvida throws her axe, goes everywhere. Whoa, whoa. You lazy swabbies, who's the fairest throughout all the seas? Lady Alvida, you are, of course. And you dare to defy me? What? Never. Not in a million. Don't play dumb with me. I could hear you talking all the way from the ship. Which one of you had such a great nap? That was, ta-da, that was such a great nap. Captain, we have an intruder. Yeah, that good-for-nothing Kobe brought that strange feller here. What? Could it be a bounty hunter? After the price on my head? Kobe, you traitorous little runt. But the only bounty hunter bold enough to come here, that's ridiculous. The Navy has him locked up. But if he's as clever as they say, he might have escaped. And they say that the infamous Rorona Zoro is that clever. Are you okay? Are you hurt? After getting knocked around so much, you must be... Ha 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 ha. I'm fine. Just a little surprise is all. My name's Luffy. Where am I? Notice, they introduced Zoro pretty early on. I really appreciate that. This island is the hideout of Iron Mace Alvida, the lady pirate. I'm Kobe, her cabin boy. Kobe, the cabin boy. I see. Well, none of that really matters to me. Oh, you wouldn't happen to have a dinghy, would you? Mine got sucked into a giant whirlpool. You got sucked into a giant whirlpool? Yeah, it caught me by surprise. You're lucky to be alive. But if it's a dinghy you want, I have one, sort of. What, this? A coffin? Yo, Luffy was too real. In these early chapters, like I want to say the first half East Blue, as well as the Grand Line, Luffy was just so sharp in the razor blade kind of way. He just knew how to cut at your soul with just insults. I built it myself. It took me 2 years. 2 years, and you don't want it? I really don't need it anymore. I built it to escape from this place, but I don't have the courage to try it. I guess it's my fate to be a cabin boy for the rest of my life. But I once had a different team. Why don't you just escape? No way. Just thinking about what Alvida would do to me if she caught me makes my bladder weak. No. I just can't risk it. I'll never forget that fateful day. I just wanted to go fishing, and I boarded a pirate ship by mistake. Poor Kobe. That was 2 years ago. In exchange for my life, I've been working as their cabin boy. You're kind of clumsy and dumb. Right? Again, right? Early on, Luffy just comes at you, man. No chill whatsoever. And you're gutless too. You really are worthless. You don't have to be that frank, but you're right. I don't have the guts to float around at sea in a barrel like this. Luffy, why did you go to sea anyway? Well, you see, I'm going to be king of the pirates. King of the pirates? But you'd have to make the whole world kneel to you. Wealth, fame, power. You'd have to achieve it all. Don't tell me you're after Gold Roger's lost treasure, One Piece. Do you want to die? Every pirate in the world is after that. And so am I. But the odds against you are astronomical. It's impossible. You want to be king of the pirates in the golden age of piracy? It'll never happen. Oi, why'd you hit me? You were hysterical, Clonk. He just said, right? Like, just really, really no joke, Luffy. Okay, I'm used to it. Hehehe. I'm not afraid to die, Kobe. Huh? I've set myself to become king of the pirates. And if I die trying, then at least I tried. What guts? What determination? You're not even afraid to die? And I believe I'll succeed too. Or am I just deluding myself? I never looked at it like that before. Maybe I can be like that. If I'm willing to risk my life, maybe it's possible. Do you think I can join the Navy? The Navy? This was one of those things, right, where it really threw me for a loop when I first heard of Kobe wanting to join the Navy. I looked at him and I was like, what is Kobe talking about? Like, what is Kobe talking about? The Navy will end up being enemies, but I want to join the Navy and fight the bad guys. It's been my dream since I was a little kid. Luffy, do you think I can do it? How would I know? Well, I'm going to do it. What have I got to lose? I don't want to be a miserable cabin boy in my whole life. Better to risk my life trying to achieve my dream. I'll join the Navy, and then I'll capture Alvida. Who are you gonna capture, Rent? She just smashed her sort of ogre club in the floor. Yeah. Oh no. She destroyed the boat. Yeah. Yeah. You little sneak. Did you really think you could escape from me? Oh boy. Oh boy. Is that the bounty hunter you hired? Well, he certainly isn't Rorona Zoro. So I'll give you one chance to repent. Who's the fairest throughout all the seas? Answer me. Zoro. Hehehe. Lady Alvida, you. Hey, what's with that what's with that tough look, old biddy? Luffy. How did no way. Luffy, take it back. Throughout all of the seas, Lady Alvida is. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Lady Alvida is. And if I die trying, at least I tried. Lady Alvida is the ugliest old hag of all. And I mean Kobe. Step up, Kobe. You little. I said it, and I won't take it back. No more cringing for me. From now on, I'll fight for my dreams. Kobe just has like a knack for like really stepping up when it counts. You know what I mean? Like just like, yeah, just really stepping up when it counts, and standing up to people that he knows he's outmatched against. Good for you, Kobe. Luffy, it makes no difference to me. You're both gonna die. That didn't hurt, because I met a rubber. Impossible. No one survives the Iron Mace. You've got to be kidding. Gomu no. Pistol. What the? Boom. Just got smacked in the face. Oh my goodness. His arms stretched like rubber. Captain, he beat Lady Alvida. He's not human. Give Kobe a dinghy. He's gonna join the Navy. Yes, sir. Luffy, you must have eaten the fruit of the gum tree. Incredible. But Luffy, if you're going after One Piece, that means you'll have to enter the Grand Line. Yep. They call it the Pirates' Graveyard. That's why I'm assembling a super crew. That guy imprisoned at the Navy base. What's his name? Rorona Zoro. If he's a good guy, I'll let him join my crew. Now you're talking crazy again. Never. That'll never happen. That guy's a demonic beast. How do you know? Never. And so the two young adventurers sailed towards the naval base and destiny. All right, so I just want to see how long I've been going. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Off-screen Oda, anime is canon. I've got to finish The Wire season 3, best show ever, but then I'll be here for the stream. Good reading, man, or good reading. No, that's fine. Thanks. It's been a while, Lucille. I missed you. Like I think it's probably because I switched over how I was doing my reviews and things of that nature. I'm gonna go back to doing reviews, but I'm just gonna combine them with my live reactions. So I'll be doing live reactions and reviews in the same videos for the weekly Shonen Jump manga that I'm reading, and like other stuff that I want to end up reading. I really gotta read. Yeah, I got yo One Vision. Congrats on 1,000 subs. If you haven't subbed to One Vision, please do. Really cool guy. One of the worst generation. Y'all know what it is. True, it's been a while. I'm sure there's there's like so many things that I forgot about. So many things. What I'm gonna do is okay. So what I'm gonna do is stop after chapter 3, because chapter 3 is enter the greatness that is Rorona Zoro, right? So we're gonna get into that, and then once we do chapter 3, then I'm probably gonna end the stream there, because like today was really exhausting. So I just want to make sure that like I'm reading and I'm not like falling asleep while I'm reading. So once I'm done with chapter 3, I'm gonna end it there, and then I'm gonna try to do as many live streams as possible whenever I have the time. And eventually I gotta get back to my Kingdom streams too, because I really missed that. But I really also want to focus on doing One Piece streams too, because I think it's cool. I want to reread it. All right, so chapter 3, enter Zoro, pirate hunter, a demonic beast, huh? Rorona Zoro is his real name, but they call him Zoro, the pirate hunter. He's like a bloodthirsty hound roaming the seas, hunting men for the bounties on their heads. They say he's a demon in human form. Hmm? Luffy, he's a pirate hunter. Pirate hunters don't mix well with pirates. Yeah, I haven't decided whether I'll invite him to join my crew or not. If he's a good guy, then I'll... He's in prison because he's not a good guy. Yo, Kobe on that. You know, the type of people that are like, everybody that's in prison is terrible. Everybody that's in prison is guilty. It's like, Kobe. I know you want to join the Navy. I know you're all about that Navy justice and all about that world government justice, but chill. Chapter 3. Enter Zoro, pirate hunter. Let me get it a little closer just to make sure y'all can see it. We're finally here. We made it to the naval base town. Yeah, we finally made it. Kobe, you're amazing. Huh? You actually got us to our destination. Of course I did. That's the minimum requirement for people who sail the seas. Yo, he's just like, Luffy, come on now. Luffy, if you keep randomly floating around, you'll never become a pirate. You should find a navigator for your crew. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Now let's eat. Yo, Luffy's too much. I love Luffy. Like, you know, he's not even in my top 10 like One Piece characters, but I still love Luffy. I still like he's still here. You know, props to Luffy. Well, Kobe, I guess this is where we go our separate ways. I hope you join the Navy and become a great sailor. Thank you, Luffy. And I hope you become a great pirate, even if that means we'll be enemies. Hey, I just remembered. That guy is supposed to be in prison here. Zoro. Huh? Maybe you shouldn't say that name out loud around here. Hmm? I saw a poster that said that Captain Morgan is at this base. Oh, Captain Morgan. And then everyone just like falls over. Ha 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 ha. What a great restaurant. I want to go back there again. Everyone is so jumpy. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I can understand why they get nervous when they hear Zoro's name. He might escape at any moment. But why did they get nervous hearing the captain's name? Who knows? Maybe they just got carried away? Why would that happen? I'm trying to think seriously here. As he's like strolling with a goofy smile on his face. Navy base. It looks so big up close. Go on in, Kobe. But I haven't mentally prepared myself yet. And those people sure were scared when they heard the captain's name. Luffy, what are you doing? I wonder if I can see the demonic beast from here. You won't find him just by peeking over the fence. He's probably deep within the bowels of the prison. Oh, yeah? Well, there's somebody over there. Maybe it's Zoro. What? Oh, that's a panel. That's a panel, y'all. That is a panel. Look at that. Look at that. Zoro. Super badass. There he is. What's wrong? A black bandana and a Haramaki sash. It's really him. That's Roronoa Zoro. That's Roronoa Zoro. He looks so menacing. And again, we got 2 pages full of that Zoro greatness. Full of that Zoro greatness. Very cool, very cool. So that's him. I could just untie those ropes and set him free. That's suicide. If you let him loose, he'll kill us, then wreck the town. Hey, kid. Huh? Come over here and untie me. I've been here for 9 days, and I can't take anymore. Hey, he's smiling. He's talking to us. I'll make it worth your while. I'll capture someone with a big price in their head and give all of the bounty to you. You can trust me. I'm a man of my word. Don't do it, Luffy. As soon as you untie him, he'll kill us and get away. I just know it. He won't kill us. He couldn't. I wouldn't let him. Huh? What a big head he's got. Huh? Shh. Hey, don't go down there. It's dangerous. What do you want? Luffy, do something. She'll be killed. Why don't you do it yourself? Get lost. Do you want to get killed? I made these rice balls for you. I thought you might need some food. It's the first time I've ever made rice balls. I hope you like them. I'm not hungry. Now beat it and take that stuff with you. But I don't want it. Now get out of here or I'll stomp you to death. Here, this guy. Roronora Zoro. You shouldn't pick on little girls. And of course, we are introduced to Helmeppo. This guy. This douchey guy. Yeah. Oh, shouldn't pick on little girls. I'll tell my father on you. Who's that weirdo? He must be some high-ranking naval officer. Now that little girl will be safe. Well, if it isn't the idiot's son living off daddy's wealth. Did you just call me an idiot? A man in your position should guard his tongue, or he could lose it. Little girl, did you bring those rice balls for me? How thoughtful. Hey, give it back. Blah. Disgusting. It's sweet. There's sugar on it. Rice balls are supposed to be seasoned with salt, not sugar. But I like sweets, so I figured sugar would be better. These are completely inedible. He stomps all over the food. What a douche. Stop, please. You're ruining them. How evil. That little girl worked really hard to make those rice balls. Don't worry. I'm sure the ants find them delicious. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh no. Why? I worked so hard to make them. Oh, stop that crying. That's why I hate kids. This guy could never be a teacher, of course. You can't hate kids if you want to be a teacher. That's like rule number one. If you want to be a teacher in any grade, well, not any grade, but like K through 12, I think, can't hate kids. Can't. At least if you want to be a good teacher. It's your own fault. Can't you read the sign? It says, anyone aiding this prisoner shall be found guilty of the crimes he has committed. Captain Morgan. I'm sure you've heard how scary my father can be. If you were an adult, you would be put to death. You there, throw that brat over the fence. But I'm ordering you to throw that little brat over the fence. Are you going to disobey a direct order? I'll tell Daddy on you. Yes, sir, right away. Oh man. I mean, he really threw her over. You know what I mean? Like this guy really threw her over. I'm not Helmeppo, but one of the Marines. Like, what is that? And then Luffy caught her, right? Thank you. Are you okay? What a bad man. My, aren't you a stubborn one? That's right. I'm gonna last out the entire month. You just keep your end of the bargain. Ha ha ha. I won't dream of breaking my word. If you survive out here for a month, then I'll let you go. It's my pleasure, I'm sure. You still here? Better not let Helmeppo's father catch you. Look, I'm looking for good men to join my pirate crew. Pirate crew? You think I'd lower myself to that level? No thanks. But becoming a pirate's my dream. What's wrong with it? You think if you untie me, I'm going to join your pirate crew? I haven't decided if I'll ask you yet. You've got a pretty bad reputation, you know. Bad reputation, huh? Well, anyway, I don't go for that kind of deal. I've got my own plans for the future. I don't need your help. I can get out of here on my own. All I have to do is last for a month here. Then I'm a free man. Sorry, the certain page turned. Captain Morgan's idiot son promised me. All I've got to do is survive here for 1 month. Then I'll be free to pursue my dream. I see. I don't think I could last 1 week without food. Yeah, that's kind of true. Me and you are different. I've got more willpower. So go look for a crew elsewhere. Hey, wait a minute. Huh? Pick that up for me. You're not going to eat it? It's more of a dirt bowl than a rice bowl now. I know you're hungry, but this... Shut up. Just shut up and feed it to me. And don't miss 1 grain of rice. I mean, it's just... He ate it all. I told you it was mostly dirt. You want to kill yourself? Tell the kid. Huh? Tell her I said it was delicious. Tell her I ate it all. And Luffy's just like, yeah, this guy's going to be on my crew. Really? Yeah, he ate it all up. I'm so glad. Could that guy really be as bad as everyone says? He's not a bad guy. Everybody in town is afraid of him, but he hasn't done anything wrong. He got thrown into prison because of me. Captain Morgan's son had a bunch of mean dogs. They attacked me. Roronoa Zolo's, I'm just going to say Zoro from now on. Zoro saved me. Besides, those dogs were running loose and scaring everybody in town. That's why Zoro's in prison. Because he hurt that guy's dog to save you? Yes, that makes sense. Zoro's really scary, but he only goes after people with a price on their heads, and he wouldn't get thrown into prison for that. Captain Morgan and his sons are the bad ones. They put people to death for no reason at all. Everyone's afraid of them. Ha ha ha. You're not bowing your heads low enough, scum. I'll tell my father on all of you. Do you want to be jailed like Zoro? We're going to hold a public execution for him in 3 days. We'll make an example of him. I can hardly wait. 3 days. But you made a promise to him. What? Where did you hear about that? That promise was just a joke. He's just a stupid beast for believing it. Captain Morgan's idiot son promised me. All I've got to do is survive here for 1 month. And then Luffy just said, boom! Boom! Luffy, stop. Calm down. That guy is scum. You want to make an enemy of the Navy, do you? Kobe, I've made my decision. Huh? I'm going to ask Zoro to join my crew. And that's the end of chapter 3. It's just like, it just moves really, like the pacing. I really like the pacing a lot. So I'm only going to do 3. I'm only going to do 3 chapters for this stream. But I'm going to do a lot more of these streams. Like, I don't want to like only do a stream every week and only read 3 chapters or something like that. Like, I would like to do a stream where I do more chapters and stuff like that. So once I get an idea of what days I'm definitely going to be able to stream, like what I might do just like do like a bunch of streams. So like on Mondays when I stream, let's say like if I'm not working or something like that, or if I have the time on Mondays, I might stream. Well, I'll definitely do my weekly Shonen Jump streams because I'm doing those on Mondays from now on. Because I'm going to be using the Viz Media scans on the Viz Media site, and I'm going to do the One Piece streams on the same day. So every day, it's gonna be a ton of streaming on Mondays, ton of streaming on Mondays. And for whatever reason, if I decide I don't want to do it on Mondays, then I might do it and I want to do it on Tuesdays, then I'll switch it over to Tuesdays. But I will definitely let you know when I'm switching it over to Tuesdays. You know what I mean? So that's probably where I'm gonna go with it right now in terms of the One Piece stream. So yeah, this was part 1 of the One Piece read through for this channel. I'm the Black Manga Critic. Here we go again. Here's the omnibus. It's super legit. Please, whenever you can. I don't like to tell people go buy this thing, go buy that thing, unless like if you can afford it and it's something that you want. Please go buy it. Go buy. You don't have to buy an omnibus edition if you want to buy the single volumes because you like the art that the single volumes have. On the covers. By all means, do that. But I do think it's cool, like to buy Weekly Shonen Jump manga. 1, if you love the manga, and 2, if you can afford it, and 3, if it's available in your country. Like that's something that like you should definitely do. Like 1, if you can afford it. 2, you actually love the manga that you want to buy, and 3, it's available in your country. Those 3 things, right? Anything outside of that, like I think it's like that's always up for a conversation. But just for me, I'm not gonna tell people to buy manga if I'm not myself doing certain things in a certain way. You know what I mean? That's not me. Like I'm not gonna do the hypocritical thing. Nope. So basically I'm gonna be reading from the omnibuses just because I'm having a hard time finding official Viz Media scans that aren't really just like that aren't illegally scanned. So I'm just gonna be using the omnibuses up until I run out of omnibuses. But I think what's gonna happen is I'm probably just gonna buy more omnibuses. I only have I think I have like 15 omnibuses now, so we should be pretty good for a while, right? So once I get and then I'll just keep buying omnibuses like once when I can afford it and stuff like that. But yeah, I really love the first 3 chapters. The first 3 chapters are awesome. I guess if I want to sort of give my thoughts on kind of how I feel like the first 3 chapters work, I think they work extremely well. Just because sometimes you might read like a manga or something like that, and it feels like it's moving at a snail's pace. But One Piece doesn't feel like that. One Piece, like at least the first 3 chapters, they don't feel like that. They really feel like that first chapter is really, really good in setting you in this sort of village, in Luffy's village, getting to know some people, really connecting with Luffy as a character. For me, I don't get that from the anime up until episode 4, up until they show us his sort of backstory with Shanks and everything like that. Prior to that, I'm like Luffy's cool, but like I don't know, he seems a little too goofy. But I think with the manga, you really get that, like, even though Luffy's goofy sometimes, clearly there's a lot to him in terms of how much he cares about his friends and stuff like that, right? In terms of like the sort of shonen tropes, like he very much so embodies a lot of shonen tropes in a great way. And like I just love the fact that, like, you know, we didn't need to necessarily know how famous of a pirate Shanks is or anything like that. We just needed to know that Shanks was a pirate who could kick and who could, like, you know, kick ass if he wanted to. You know what I mean? Like that. Like that's really what we needed to know. So I really appreciate stuff like that. You know, like we don't need to know too much. We just need to know enough. You know, I also really like the fact that you know, we saw a little like bit of a difference, right? Sometimes like you might see some manga, not even some manga, but just like stories where they don't really do that differentiation until much later on in a story. But here they're like, mountain bandits are kind of nobodies when compared to pirates, or at least they're nobodies when compared to Shanks' pirate crew, right? So I really, really appreciate that, where we're just like, well, if we see mountain bandits again, we know they're probably scrubs, right? And if we see pirates again, then we know the pirates, and they have some level of skill if they are pirates and they're running around doing pirate things. So I really like that. I love the subtleness in which like Luffy was just slowly eating the devil fruit through panels. That was really cool. I think when you reread it, it makes it kind of funnier because you know, right, that he's eating a devil fruit. If you're reading it for the first time, maybe that's not something that you'll get from reading the panels. Let me think. I really love you know, the fact that like Luffy like stabs himself in the face. That's like one of those moments it's really jarring because you're just kind of reading this manga and you're looking at the art and you're not expecting, like, one, you're not expecting blood in that way, and you're not expecting a kid to stab himself in the face in the first few pages. You know, I've never read a manga and I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna expect you know what, you know, 7-year-old kid or something. I'm gonna expect a 7-year-old kid to stab himself in the face, you know, just to prove that it's cool. I'm not expecting that in the first like few pages. So I really appreciate that because I think what it does is, for anyone that's skeptical about the art when you're coming into it, you see that, right? You see Shanks Lucky Roo blow that one of the mountain bandits brains out. You know what I mean? Like that's like stuff when you see that, it's like, whoa. You know, so the art is really something. I think so. Like the art is really something that I think when you look at it, you're like, oh, I don't know. But then when you see those moments, right? When you see the actual story, when you see the stuff that's happening, it's like boom. You know? So I mean, like I think, yeah. You know, I think in terms of like, let me think, chapter 2, right? We sort of move right into sort of Luffy just kind of, you know, entering someone else's life. I think that's really interesting. You know, so it's not like, oh, we just can't see, sort of follow Luffy and see what he's doing, but it almost feels like we're supposed to care about Kobe, right? Even from the jump, even when Kobe's introduced, it's almost like we're supposed to care more about Kobe's journey at that point in time in chapter 2 than Luffy's journey, which I think is really fascinating. I think that's like a really great leap of faith for Oda to take, to sort of say like, hey, like I'm going to trust that you'll care about Luffy enough right now that I can go and do this stuff with Kobe, with another character. And even now, right, Luffy's involved, but it's still very much so like it's not the Luffy show, it's the Luffy, Kobe's, Zoro, Helmeppo, and soon to be Captain Morgan show, right? And even the little girl. You know what I mean? Like it's like all these characters are always at the forefront. And I really, really appreciate that. It's not just about Luffy. We're not waiting for Luffy to do something cool. We're just like, this is a great story. This is interesting. When Zoro ate that nasty rice ball, I was like, oh my goodness. But you understood why he ate it. You understood how cool that was because he understood, right, at the core, right? Like he understood that like this was necessary for the girl to feel good about, just about making rice balls, about feeling good about feeding Zoro, about being helpful and things like that, right? And not to feel guilty. you know, because she feels like she's the reason that he's you know, in the prison. So all those things are really, really interesting and really great. And Luffy sees all of these things, right? We, you know, even though Oda just has sometimes, right? Luffy doesn't necessarily explain things in detail, but sometimes, right? You just need a panel where Luffy's like, huh? It's more, you know, it's like a aha kind of moment. Luffy just really is really good at reading people very quickly. And that's something that I like about Luffy's character. You know, I like that about like certain shonen protagonists when they're able to sort of see into the hearts of individuals. Both friends and foe alike, and I really appreciate that. Zoro is Zoro. There's really nothing else to, that I can say about that. I love the fact that I do think it's interesting, right, that they introduced him as a pirate hunter. So we have all these different types of people. This is the sort of thing that, like, you know, some manga aren't very good at, but One Piece is very good at. It does it in a way that's not like overbearing, or it's like, these are mountain bandits. This is a pirate hunter. These are Navy, Marines, like, you know what I mean? Oda doesn't yell it at you. It's very much so just like, this is a thing. This is also a thing. This is also a thing. And it all comes together. You know, the story really comes together, right? They mention, like, right, like he mentions Zoro before Zoro is introduced. That's interesting. You know, so like stuff like that is really good, like really cool and good writing, I think, because you're ready, you're prepared for that stuff. It doesn't seem like things are coming out of nowhere. So I think the first 3 chapters of One Piece are actually very good. I enjoy them much more in some ways like than I do the anime. I think I enjoy the first 3 chapters of the manga much more than I enjoyed the first 3 episodes of the anime. Maybe the first, even the the first episode, I think, because I believe the 4th episode is when they sort of tell, you know, the story about Shanks and everything like that. So I think that's pretty much everything. Like I kind of mentioned a few things already, right? Like the foreshadowing that sort of Oda does, like just very subtle things, right? That, like, you know, pirates and like even just the world and individuals that you know, eat devil fruits or can't swim or whatever, have to be very like cognizant of how they can function in the world, because like it's like, yo, like if you can't swim, like what are you gonna do? You know, like in this seafaring world. You know, so I really like that like Oda sort of like signifies that importance of people that can't swim. So like it's like, if you can't swim, okay. But at the same time, Oda makes it a point to make sure that a lot of, like, I think in later on and even now, like right now, like in chapter 3, like everyone's on land, so Luffy doesn't really have to worry about any of that. But when Luffy was like, you know, he went out to sea for like, you know, super quick, he ended up in a whirlpool. And even then, you know, when he was on Alvida's ship, he still had to kind of be careful and make sure that he was staying on the ship and everything like that. So that's pretty interesting. Sorry, that's pretty interesting. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Okay. I'm definitely gonna do another stream. Hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then definitely Wednesday. But I'm gonna try to see if I can do a stream. Not necessarily every day, but like every other day or something like that. I'm gonna see if I can keep this going, because I want to make sure that I do as many streams as possible. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna change the title of this to chapters 1 to 3. Okay, and then I'm going to end the stream. So again, y'all know the deal. If you're already here, you already know. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that. You know, like I do not tell people to subscribe if they don't want to. I just don't. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, but it's like, if you want to, like, if you want to subscribe, great. If you like what you see, great. If you don't and you don't want to subscribe, I'm not gonna be mad at you. You know what I mean? I do like comments though. Like once like a video has been posted and everything like that, I do love comments because I love like replying to comments, talking with people about One Piece, stuff like that. And I'm definitely gonna be more involved in doing like One Piece sort of like conversations and stuff like that. You know, and everything. So this was an awesome stream. I'm glad for everyone that came out. Shouts out to Joseph Logan. Shouts out to One Vision. Shouts out to Javon Davis. Shouts out to Offscreen Oda, and definitely shouts out to Lucille LaCroix, who's been one of my early subs, like, you know, for a while. So so glad you could make it. And all y'all are great. All my subs are cool. All the people that I talk to, all y'all are like awesome people. I'm just gonna keep making more of these streams. So again, I'm the Black Manga Critic. This was part 1 of the One Piece read through, and I'm out.